Hey guys, I'm back with a new video today. In today's video, I am going to be talking about Lost Ark. Lost Ark is an MMORPG that has a lot of hype around it, and the alpha was recently out and I got to play it. So I'm going to be talking about the alpha, what I think about the game, if the game is worth playing or not, and giving my review of the alpha. Now, all the footage you guys are going to see in this video is not from the alpha. You're not allowed to post anything about the alpha video wise, so I'm going to be using some old content of the game because this game has been out for a few years in Korea, and they're looking to launch globally very soon. If it's your first time here, it won't be your last. I make MMORPG content and make reviews on different MMORPG games. So again, if it's your first time here, won't be your last. Make sure you guys give me a thumbs up and make sure you guys subscribe. It helps me out a lot and it's completely free. And let's jump right into the video. So the Lost Ark Alpha that I played is, I had some very ups and downs about the game. Now, if you never heard about Lost Ark, it's an MMORPG, again, on PC, that has been teased for a long time. I think a lot of people have been waiting for this game for 6-7 years. So they released it in Korea late 2018, early 2019, and it's been out there for a while, and now they're looking to launch again globally. Now, they recently had their alpha. They're probably going to have some beta and then globally launch eventually in probably a few months. But from what I've seen and played, it was some ups and downs. So when I started the game overall, it is tap to move. So there's no WASD movement keys. You're actually tap to moving. And there are several classes to choose between. You have a lot of different subclasses and there's a lot of main classes, but they kind of have like the Holy Trinity setup where you have a bard, which is like a support type of heal but gives you shield, and then you have the warrior that does have a tanky, basically a tanky class or subclass to it. Now, I know a lot of people, I watched some footage, and when it comes to end games, you can kind of replace those tanks with DPSs, but it's still to see. It's no like official Holy Trinity, but you want to like go for that Holy Trinity with like a tank, DPS, and healer. Now, playing the game a little bit, at the start of the game, I wasn't too excited about it because the combat didn't feel as nice and fluid like I wanted it to, and the skills were kind of underwhelming. But I started leveling up and I hit level 20, 30, and I started to realize that when you put in talent points into different skills, you can change them up, and then you can finally get to understand the game way better. The skills work way better. You can do some nice combinations after a while, and it depends. A lot of your combat depends on how you're using your skills and how you're managing basically your cooldowns. So when it comes to combat, it does get better for sure after you played a little while. But what I really liked about the game, and I think this is where the game shines the most, is the PvE content. It is the dungeons, it is those instances that you enter, and I think the PvE in this game is amazing. When I was doing the different dungeons in hard mode, they were actually very difficult. The one thing I didn't like was you could spam potions, but the dungeons were very difficult. They were all super unique. They looked amazing. The bosses were unique. They all had different strategy to it, and I had to coordinate with my teammates to be able to defeat some of the dungeons. So the PvE in the game, they do have dungeons, and they do have harder type of dungeons called chaos dungeons, and then they do have raids. They have 60-man raids, and it works basically like you have a group of 4, like, so it's based on group of 4 players. Then you team up and you enter those raids, and you need some good coordination to actually do the PvE in the game. So that is like the best thing about the game, is definitely the dungeons and the PvE. Now, I have to admit, when it comes to the storyline, it is kind of grindy, but you can actually get through to max level in, if you're like a super hard grinder, it can take you like 1 day to get through to max level and start doing the end game content. But if you're on like doing average pace, it will take you like 3 days to a week, and you'll be able to level out to the max level. Now, the quests do have different choices depending on what you choose. In some of the quests, you can follow like different storylines, but it's not really that deep when it comes to the storylines, I'm going to be honest. So it is super grindy. I did not enjoy like the grinding experience. There was some fun stuff that you could do while exploring the areas. There was some parkour stuff and some interesting stuff that you could do, but the story I didn't really enjoy the storyline. Now they do have pets and they do have mounts in this game to make you move faster. I actually enjoyed the mount skills, and honestly, playing the alpha, I'm actually surprised, but I didn't encounter any type of bugs or glitches at all, which is really good for an alpha. So I really enjoyed that, and I enjoyed playing my class and playing with teammates. However, I did do some dueling. I did some duels, and I did not like the dueling at all. Basically, you have a very small area to duel in, and when you get kicked out of the duel area, you kind of just automatically lose. So there are classes that can like stun lock you and give you knockbacks constantly and make you like lose just by kicking you out of the area, depending on what class you play. But I didn't like the duel experience, and I didn't get to play the PvP experience. But there is some like 3v3 options, what I know of. Now they do have other stuff, some exploration things that are based on time zones. So depending on what server you go to, it seems like a lot of the timed events are going to be from 6 p.m. to midnight. So there are some like there's some fun events like you can become a ship. Basically, you are a ship, and you can fight ship battles, and you can do ship exploration, find treasures, and join different events during different time schedules. So there's a lot to do except from the PvE experience in the game. And of course there is PvP, and there's a lot of talents and skills that you can use and play off. But I heard, like, I can't confirm this, but I heard that there is a limitation to how much dungeons and PvE you can run in a day, which basically means, guys, is that they don't want you to like gear up super fast. They want you to keep you at like a certain pace. So a lot of players are going to be using have different accounts, different alts, and different classes they can use and play with. Me, I don't like doing that. I like playing like one class and everything. So I won't be able to, I won't be doing that, but that is kind of nice too to those who don't have a lot of time to spend in the game. But I do understand a lot of players, you know, we as an MMO player, I'm going to be honest with you, the whole point of an MMO is being able to grind as much as you want. That is my honest opinion when it comes to MMO. Is I don't like limitations. I like being able to just grind and grind for whatever I want. I feel like that is like the purity of an MMO, is being able to actually do that and do whatever you want whenever you want. But they're gonna have some limitations, which I kind of understand because people don't want to fall far back. Now, when it comes to the shop and the monetization, they did not enable a shop, of course, in the alpha because everything is going to be reset, and I am not sure what they're going to be having in the shop. I'm kind of afraid these days because there's a lot of microtransactions going on in the newer type of MMOs. So I really hope there is no like pay to win stuff they're going to add in the shop, but no like pay to progress, especially for a PC game. But I really hope, I'm guessing they won't do it, but I really hope it's just gonna be focused on skins and vanities and everything else. They had some really nice character customization in the game. I really like how I could make my character and how I can build him. It was very nice, and a lot of customization options. I'm hoping they'll add some cool vanities and a lot of cool stuff later up in the game. My overall opinion of the game is, or not, because the last time I enjoyed a tap to move game was RuneScape like 15 years ago. After that, I never enjoyed a tap to move game. I like the joystick and the WASD movement, but honestly, for not having the joystick and being tap to move, I was honestly surprised with how well made this game is. Now, I am definitely going to be playing it and checking it out when it launches in the beta and when it finally launches globally. And if I really enjoy it, I'll definitely check it out and probably play it some more. But that is what I can tell you guys. My best tips for you guys is definitely check it out, the beta, and if you can, or the global launch. Check it out, play the game, and if you don't mind tap and move, this game is really amazing overall. I think it's going to be a fun experience to play PvE, hard PvE content with your friends. And if you look away from all the grinding and stuff, then it could really be a good game. So it has a lot of potential again, and I am super excited, and I really enjoyed playing the Lost Ark, the alpha. And hopefully next time I'll get to make some content, you know, hopefully they'll let us make some content and maybe I'll stream the game some. But that is my Lost Ark review. Again, it's very promising. You guys know these days, even on PC, we have been waiting a long time for a really good MMO. I'm not gonna say Lost Ark is that really good MMO, but it does have a lot of potential, and I'm excited to see what it comes to. And I really enjoyed the PvE boss fights and the dungeons. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you guys subscribe. And if you have any questions below, let me know in the comments or join my Discord and all my socials. You guys know the drill. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.